What's going on, everybody? You are now tuned in to the Triple M Boxing Channel, your source for all your boxing needs. And we together once again. We had to redo that tape because some weird stuff started happening. But man, this fight that we have coming up this weekend, it's been a long time coming. It's been delayed once due to an injury, but the other man still wanted to stay busy.
Got busy.
Yeah, he got busy, and it was a quite shocking performance. But the fight that's happening this weekend is Mr. Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. These guys, both undefeated fighters. We'll start off with Mr. Artur. 20 wins, 20 KOs, 0 losses.
Perfect record, man.
Absolutely crazy. And Bivol, undefeated as well. 23-0 with 12 KOs. This fight is going to be crazy.
This is for all the belts, and it's going to be, I think when we talked about Crawford and Spence before, fighting for undisputed, we're like, oh, this is going to be like a 50-50 fight. I kind of knew what was going to happen, but at this one, I'm having a hard time to pick who's going to win this fight. I just know we're in for a great fight, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, because these guys, well, let's get straight into it, man. Going over their style and their strengths. Let's start off with Bivol first.
What's his advantage?
Yeah.
Number one, he's more active. We got to recognize that he could have just taken another few months off when Arthur got injured.
Yeah.
But he stayed busy. He fought Malik. It was a tough fight at first. First couple of rounds till he figured him out and got him out of there, which we expected.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have any ring rust, so we got to realize that, especially for a boxer like Bivol, activity is important. I think he's gonna be in a fight in his best shape. He's gonna come in and he's gonna be a great. I expect to see the best Bivol there. But let's jump into his strengths. What does he need to do to win? I'll let you start.
See, like you said earlier, it's hard. This fight is so hard to really analyze. Well, not really, but just to predict, because these guys, it's two different styles.
Yeah.
With Bivol, if he wanted to, he could just win by points, right? He doesn't have to knock Beterbiev out.
Nope.
Well, the last fight against Malik, I'll be honest, I didn't think he was going to knock him out. I was like, dude, I don't think Bivol has the power. But what did you do? Wow, shocked me, that's for sure, right? But the biggest strength that I'll give to Bivol is just his boxing style. The European style, in, out, I'll catch you, I'll counter you, and all that stuff, right? So if he wanted to, he can win by points. I would say that's his style as well. That's his biggest strength.
I'll add to that. Obviously with 12 knockouts, he's not the biggest puncher in the division. You can argue he's probably the smaller guy in that division.
Yeah, 100%.
He can probably move to 168, move down to 168. But one thing with Bivol is I think he has sneaky power. He doesn't have that one punch knockout.
Yeah, true.
But he's so good at punching in between your punches that it'll catch you off guard and hurt you, buzz you a little bit, and that's enough. And he's quick. He's way quicker than Arthur. So that's the advantage I'll give to Bivol. He's more elusive. He's more active when it comes to exchanges, and he has great footwork, man. And I think he's gonna need all of those, and he's gonna be on top of his. He's gonna need to be on top of his game to win. Another thing is stamina.
Yes,
this guy's a machine. He's proven from time to time that he can go against bigger punchers. And compete and beat him and outclass him. We saw it against Zerto, obviously Canelo, Joe Smith. He's there for all 12 rounds and he's used to it.
Yeah.
And I think I expect that Bivol to show up, man. But let's jump into the strengths of Mr. Beterbiev here. I'll start. Obvious.
Yeah.
The obvious will state is the power.
Yep.
I think this guy is probably the most powerful puncher, pound for pound, as of right now. He's 39, 40 years old though, but you got to remember the power is the last thing to go, and I expect Beterbiev's power to be there. And another thing I'd give Beterbiev is obviously he's a mauler.
Yeah.
So he has to get Bivol on the ropes at all times. Although it's hard to do that against Bivol, and he's so good defensively. I think just putting Bivol in the defensive will either get him the knockout or get him the win. But what do you think?
See, here's where it's tough, because like you said, he's a mauler. He'll break you down, right?
Yep.
Like it might not be from like, he might not knock you out in round 1 to 5, but onwards, bro, he'll wear you down, break you down, maul you. And then in the later rounds,
then that's it.
That's when it's over.
It's time.
It's either going to be the ref doing this or your coach doing this, you know?
Or you just doing it yourself.
Yeah, right? Now, the only thing was that with Beterbiev trying to push Bivol to the rope and just make him fight his fight, Canelo tried doing that with him.
Yeah, he did. Didn't work.
Yeah. He's like the one. I'll give Bivol another advantage. Very disciplined to his game plan.
Super.
Right? Like if he's going to the fight with this game plan, that's all he's sticking to. He's not gonna fall into the trap of come here. We're gonna fight on the ropes.
Discipline. Yeah.
Right? Then Bivol, remember the fight. Bivol was just like nope.
Jab.
Yeah, exactly.
Jab. And it won him the fight.
Yeah. So like going over to prediction now, that's where it's kind of hard.
Yeah, I'm still having a hard time.
It's like how can you predict this fight when these two styles are completely different?
And the thing is, you want Beterbiev to put Bivol on the ropes because that's what he does best, maul you. Bivol is so good on the ropes that he counters you. So it's like they're playing to each other's strength. I know we said this with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, but I think this one is different because these two guys are on the top of their game. I think it comes down to, and I'm gonna say it now, Beterbiev is coming from a leg injury.
Yeah.
It's a meniscus. That's a major injury.
Huge.
So at 40 years old, his recovery from a big injury, and now he's going to the biggest fight of his life. So I think that's a question that will be answered, because I think if he doesn't have his legs, I don't know if he can catch Bivol all night. But then again, he does have that power, so that's why it's gonna be an interesting night. But let's assume they're both 100% in the top of their game. Prediction. I'll let you start first.
Man, okay, so
they're total best, 100%.
I'm gonna have to give it to Bivol.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to give it to Bivol. Reason why is like, bro, going into the fight, are you gonna have the mentality of saying I'm gonna knock Beterbiev out? Well, probably not, right? So if I was Bivol, if I was their camp, in my opinion, this is what I would do. Bro, I'm winning by points.
You're there to
bro,
box.
I'm gonna fight like Floyd May. I'm gonna fight like Shakur. I'm gonna jab you 10 times. I'm gonna run away for the rest of the round. I'll win the round, right? That's what I'm doing. Obviously, that's not gonna be a fan-friendly fight. But if you want to win this against a power puncher like Beterbiev, bro, you gotta win by points. There's no way you're gonna knock him out.
So you see Bivol just outboxing him.
Yeah, that's how I see it. You know, he's gonna fight like how they do in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Points based. That's how I see the fight gonna go down. But if Bivol decides to brawl, hey man, good luck.
I know for a fact, like, that's probably a last resort stuff, but Bivol is disciplined enough not to go in and brawl. He's so calculated.
So true, man. What do you think?
It's tough.
It's hard, man.
It's tough, but they're both 100%. It's always the question I ask, because it's like, do you go? So one guy is an immovable object. He's someone that's never been beaten, and he has a barrier that's never been broken.
True.
On the other hand, there's this force of nature that breaks every single thing that's in front of him.
Yeah.
So that's the question that's gonna be answered, man. Is whose style is better? I think that's it. Who's better at their style? Because I can see Artur winning just by being Artur.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I can see Bivol winning by just being Bivol. But obviously that didn't answer the prediction. But if I were to break it down, I mean, I see Bivol winning by rounds.
Yeah.
Round by round. I think he's gonna win the earlier rounds. So he's probably gonna struggle towards the middle rounds because I see Artur actually just getting to him a little bit. Mind you, yeah, Bivol is so comfortable in the ropes, but that's a nightmare against a guy that Beterbiev because it only takes one.
Yeah.
And Artur mixes it up. He just doesn't go. He goes to the body, to the head. His jab is good. This is the big misconception: he's a great boxer.
Yeah.
Not as good as Bivol, in my opinion, but good enough to hurt these guys. So I think Artur is gonna invest early to the body, which will slow down Bivol towards the later rounds, and I see Artur actually having a little bit of success. Hopefully not knocking down Bivol because that's it. That's probably it if he does. But he's gonna have a little bit of success towards the later rounds. But just like Usyk, I see Bivol adjusting, weathering the storm, getting his second wind, and being elusive, and cruising into a maybe split majority, close decision. So I see Bivol winning a close decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets him out of there. That's the thing.
If Bivol gets Beterbiev out of there?
No. The other way around. Yeah. If Beterbiev gets him out of there, and I'll be a sad guy that night. But hey, at least we know who the guy is.
Exactly. The only thing, like what you mentioned earlier, was just that leg injury, because that was what, 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Obviously, he has world-class therapists and whatever, right? But 5 months to heal something like that.
It was quick. It was a quick recovery too, which is odd.
Right, but it typically takes like a year.
At least, yeah.
Because I know, we know one guy that got it done.
Yeah.
He's still recovering.
Exactly.
He's still not 100%. Mind you, he's not like a top level athlete, but nevertheless, bro, that's something like that takes years to like really rehabilitate.
And you got to train on top of it.
Yeah.
For the biggest fight of your life against a guy that's
right?
Bivol. So.
Yeah. So that's the one thing. Like, will his leg be fine for him to move around? Because Bivol, he's gonna dance around him all night.
Oh, he will. Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
He's in, out. He's gonna do movements, get out of there, in and out, quick, easy. Can Beterbiev match that pace, or will his leg give him a hard time?
See, if we were talking about a Beterbiev, like if this fight was to happen in June, I probably would have had my prediction differently because I know for a fact that the 100% the Beterbiev that we saw against Callum Smith probably will catch Bivol. But with his legs at 40 years old, recovering, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But you know, I still have Bivol winning this fight, and I just can't wait, man.
It's gonna be a good fight regardless, man. Now what's next for these guys? Let's say, for example, Beterbiev wins, bro.
I guess it's Benavidez.
Yeah. It has to be.
Unless Canelo jumps in there, but Canelo said that he's gonna fight Bivol if he wins. He didn't say anything about Beterbiev. I wonder why. But hey, Canelo Beterbiev.
That'd be a crazy fight.
Take my money.
Insane.
You know?
Yeah.
Take my money. And then or a Benavidez. So the sky's the limit. Or if it's close enough, I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch.
Yeah, rematch would be good too.
Yeah.
Which I can very well see happening.
Yeah.
Right? And if Bivol were to win this, I think it'd be the same thing. It's either
that's the same options for them.
Literally the same options. But if it were to be Canelo against Bivol, that's just I really hope that Canelo makes some adjustments.
Yeah.
Right? Because like if it's gonna be the same fight as the first one,
I think that's going to be a harder. If Bivol wins and beats Beterbiev, I think Canelo is going to face a more confident Bivol and a guy that just went with Beterbiev and won, right? So I think it's going to be a nightmare for Canelo. Bivol might even mess around and go for a knockout. But then again, that's what Canelo would want because he's at least he can punch better. Well, nevertheless, I think it's going to be a good rematch. But I'd rather see Canelo Benavidez. But you know what I mean. Whatever happens.
We'll see what happens down the line, man. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think Beterbiev is 100%? Do you think he is going to knock out the man's Bivol? Do you think Bivol is going to win by points? Will there even be a knockout? Will there be a knockdown? That's a big question.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That is a good one. That's what I want to know. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. And until next time, guys, we're the opposite of in. Out.